Alright, chat. We're back to the high seas. So let's see, we've just taken out a rogue captain. Bounty quest complete. Oh, video game. Is this how you're gonna treat me? Sweet, I have a working mouse again. Problem solved. So let's see, we finished this bounty. So we return at Lifter's Refuge in Dunnage. That's kind of far, mate. I don't know that I actually want to do that. Let's instead stop at Nekataka and try and pick up additional quests and check out quests we've got going on here. I know we've got to check out the inn in the gullet. Oh, find whatever that captain, what the fancy ass name is, like every other character in place in this series. Oh, what's his face? Who is your daddy and what does he do? What is it, goods and services? No. Publix? No. Brass Empire? No. There we go. Captain Seduzo in the tavern in the gullet about the passage for Biha and the children. So we're trying to get Biha and the children out of here. Looks like... what counts? The Hole? Yeah, the Hole sounds like a name for a bar. There are women of questionable morality in here, guaranteed. And men of much the same, to be fair. And one big motherfucker, Jesus. You think he's overcompensating, chat? God damn.
Did you hear that about the boss?
With my own ears. Dario said there's treasures in that pit.
Shh! Have you lost your wits?
Treasures in the pit, eh? There's a refuse pit here. We may go check that out. First, excuse me, he says. Yeah, dude. You don't need to ask excuse me. You just tell everyone to get the fuck out of your way. That's how that works. Alright, here's our captain that we're looking for. He sits ramrod straight on the table near her. A half-empty liquor bottle and a small porcelain cup. Both smell of anise. She looks like she's trying to blend in, but her unnatural stillness and her bright, spotless attire make her stand out like a reef fish against the rocks. Her eyes find yours.
Harami!
I am here, Seduzo Nui.
Seduzo.
Do we expect any foreign merchants today?
Seduzo keeps her eyes on you, even as she speaks to the soldier. There's only a brief pause.
We do not, Seduzo Nui.
Captain shifts uncomfortably.
Then state your business quickly. I want to avoid another surprise.
Did you cross paths with a man named Botaro?
The one who threatened me. I shall not soon forget him.
Oh, threats thrown out. She raises her cup for another sip, scowling into the liquor.
These Huana learn too many pretty words from the Valians. You cannot trust what they say.
Are those pretty words too big for you? What exactly happened?
This fellow wanted passage on my ship. As if I were the village ferryman.
Tosses back the rest of her drink a little too quickly.
I told him there was none to be had. Certainly not at his price.
She upends her empty cup. Then what? She refills her cup and sets the bottle down hard. Alright, she's a drinker.
He told me he had coin. Lots of it. I did not believe him. How could a man who lives in a garbage heap have enough money for passage? Then he shows me a swallonet. A marked coin. A token of allegiance. The Principe carry them.
Oh, right, because we had those earlier.
I knew then that I was dealing with a pirate. I had heard they were influential in the gullet, but I did not realize how much so. I called for the guards, and they dragged him away. That is the last I saw of him.
Biha and the children still need passage out of the city.
There's nothing I can do. The passenger quarters have been reserved by a dwarf named Orin.
Oh, here we go, chat. Now we're going to go play FedEx for Oron.
Why do you bring this to me?
You're a merchant, no? I'll pay you to take him.
I can take 3 more in the hold, and no more. Orin and his crew have reserved the berths. That is assuming you have the coin.
Children are small. Surely you can take more.
I will already have to abandon crates of cargo to make room for these 3. Plus, the food and water they require.
Let me think
As you
about it.
say.
Alright, so now we have to find this dwarf. I'm hoping is in here, so I don't have to go looking for him. What the hell is your issue, dude? What are you? Chick, 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 ick, ick, hiss. Yeah, you and me both, brother. I've had one of those days. Happens to the best of us.
On it.
We just start barging in. Kind of tempted to. The gold pact, eh? There he is. There's Arn. We found him. Alright, my dude. A dwarf sits before a generous and curious spread. Steamed mussels arranged in concentric circles. Rounds of flat bread stacked in a neat tower, and melon served in even triangles. Bullshit, video game. It's an empty table. Bullshit. Yet his attention is focused on the 4 cups and the bottle in front of him. Again, empty table. Do not spend time describing a fully set table and then put an empty table in front of me. He has the cups organized in an almost perfect square around the bottle, but as you look on, he leans down to adjust one. The others with him wait quietly and observe the ritual. What are you doing? The dwarf ignores you and continues nudging the cup.
He does this every time. Just have to wait.
Holding his breath, he takes the bottle and measures an equal serving of wine into the cups, making 3 or 4 passes over each. His companions look on with practiced patience.
Don't see why you'd spend all that time arranging your food if you aren't making it look like a funny face.
Hater's my kind of guy. As at last the bottle is empty and he places it in the exact center of the square. He picks it up and puts it down in the same spot twice more before he's satisfied. Alright, we have found an autistic dwarf.
Cheers.
They all take their cups and drink deeply. At last the leader turns to you.
What do you require?
I hear you've bought passage on Captain Seduzo's ship.
Indeed. The good captain has 4 adequate berths, all equally sized, all facing the same direction. And she's promised to leave promptly.
Yeah, okay. This dude's definitely, like, high-functioning autistic.
A most agreeable arrangement.
What would it take for you to cede your spots on Seduzo's ship?
Out of the question. We're due in Takoa for another contract, and the client has already paid the advance.
He sips from the cup and immediately runs a folded handkerchief around the rim.
And we have already paid Seduzo. I couldn't possibly take back the same coins I have already spent.
Shivers with dread because he doesn't want ones that are covered in germs.
Sundari. These gold-packed knights have a love of obligation that matches my love of country.
I'll make you an offer for the berths.
A gold-packed knight is bound by his contract, and ours binds us to make all possible haste to Takoa.
He squirms and sets his cup down in the exact middle of a water stain, lining the base up with the edges.
Booking passage on another ship on such short notice would be most expensive.
Have pity, I'm helping a woman and her children seek a better life. Let's try.
Look around. The Deadfire is filled with misery, to say nothing of the gullet.
He turns the cup so that the crack along the side faces away from him.
Folks like you ain't helping. Have a heart. Or is it already dead in your chest?
With a sneer, Jody rattles her lantern, raising it as if she could suck the soul from his still living body.
I have oaths to keep. Perhaps that means little to you, but I am bound by them. What better life do you imagine for them in Rawatai? They will only trade one misery for another. Besides, I have a contract to fulfill.
Alright, what's it gonna cost me? He looks up from fidgeting with his cup long enough to give you a doubtful
All
frown.
ships leaving for Rawatai are laden with luminous Adra and other rare goods. Mercenaries, even of our skill, do not rate so highly.
I'm about to pay 1,000 copper pieces just to finish this quest. I think I am. Consider this me making a contract with you. He freezes, staring at the coins. After a moment, he divides them into four even stacks and nods.
So it does. Consider our business concluded.
Alright, so that gets them spots to get out of this hellhole. Cost me 1,000 copper pieces. I'm hoping she gives me something of his. Some sort of pirate weapon of some sort. That'd be nice. Alright, take a gem. Someone's got a big... Ooh, this looks ominous and spooky. Let's open this door.
Real quiet now.
No one's gonna comment on the weird machinery in here? Really? No one? Nothing? Ah, video game. There we go. Why? Stop. I like the aesthetic of it. The inn, that it's actually just a hole that's been carved into the rock face. I appreciate that they kept the name and the design so consistent.
What is your business with me?
Orin won't be traveling with you anymore. She eyes you suspiciously, the soldier with her
That is
shrugs.
convenient for you. But never mind. If there's trouble, I'm staying out of it. The berths are paid for. You can send your friends as long as you promise not to make trouble for me. Just do it soon. I don't want any mess you've made to spill onto my decks.
Alright, farewell. I can't get over the size of this lad. Can I hire him? Can I have the ogre, please? I'll just give him a tree. That'll be his endgame gear. Just a tree. Oh shit. What now? Am I about to get jumped? I think I am. A man saunters over to you with a jagged smile. He's got a long crooked scar on his forearm and he's rolled his sleeve up to flaunt it.
You must be new. Lucky for you, we have a special rate for newcomers. A bag of coppers in exchange for your life.
Sweet! Free experience. By the way, but the way they're all gathered around you, leaving their own backs exposed, tells you they haven't been here long either. Do we bluff? Streetwise? Intimidate. You're newer than I am, which means you're poaching on someone else's territory.
Told you.
One of the others punches the leader's shoulder. The thugs look at one another and exchange a few panicked whispers.
It seems we've made a mistake. Forgive and forget, no?
They hurry off and disappear back into the crowd. Well, I'm slightly bummed that I actually didn't get free experience there, but I didn't want to just outright attack them. Maybe that's what I should have done, though. They were unnamed thugs. I didn't get anything out of not attacking them there, but maybe that comes in useful later. You'd hope it would, right? That they've designed that so that you get rewarded either way, but who knows?
My village was not like this. Why does Queen Onikaza not send the foreigners away?
I spoke with Captain Seduza about the passage out of Nekataka.
What say, then?
She's agreed to take you all. She's momentarily speechless, her eyes filled with tears. She drops the reeds as she brushes them away.
Sometimes, Cap, you remind me of serving with Romaro, back on a sorcerer. More than halfway to heartwarming.
He beams, his hands on his hip and chest forward. I like this Romaro. Romaro sounds like a good dude.
May Amira's winds ever blow sweet for you. We will pray always for you in this life and in each to come.
She picks up the two infants and hurries the others out the door. Alright, quest complete. Well, I suppose you can't always expect to make your money back. That was a very expensive completion of that quest, but sure.
You've caught the eye of someone important.
A cloaked figure sidles up to you, hidden behind a raspy whisper and a long drooping hood.
If you're interested in making good pay and a good friend, head to the narrows at the western end of the gullet. Once you reach the alleys, go right and right again as soon as you can. Then, follow the bend to the left. The bullies guarding the door have a weakness for chewing Svev. You can follow their trail. Tell them Dario sent for you. And remember your manners.
All right.
I say Beha did right leaving the gullet. She went and did what she needed.
How close are we to a level up? Really close.
Under Elk.
1,000 will do it for everyone, so the next quest should complete it. Half-eaten food scraps litter the pile. A rancid stench rises from it. One of them was talking about treasure here. I was hoping I could find, or some in a pit, right? They called... No, this is the refuse pile. It's not a pit. Is there another pit here? Pitly Sanctuary. Probably not the same thing they were talking about, though. Old City Lift. The hole, the Narrows. Let's go check out the Narrows, I guess. See who wants to meet with me. You enter a dim alleyway that reeks of urine and torch smoke. A long passage stretches to your left and right. Shadows move in the guttering torchlight, but they're nothing more than shapes at the distance. The chatter and bustle of the gullet continues behind you. Oh, shit, what did she say? Right, right, left. Go right. Go right. Yeah. Okay, right, right, left. Tunnel branches to the left. The floor around the entrance is spattered with something as thick and dark as tar. It looks like Svev. So let's go left. Handful of guards emerge and block your way, crossing their thick arms over their chests. One of them spits a vicious black gob at your feet. He rolls a dark plug between his teeth. Better head back, friend. It's invitation only past here. Dario sent a message for me. The guards nod and let you pass, chomping loudly on mouthfuls of Svev. At the end of the passage is a stately door crafted of polished mahogany. Through the small slit in the door, you catch flashes of fire-cast shadows and bright textiles. The scent of sandalwood and cinnamon oil come to you on a warm draft. Whatever is beyond the door is likely far more elegant than anything else you've seen near the gullet. Let's enter the hideout and see where the Prince of Thieves lives. Dario the Lean. A thin, long-limbed man holds a handkerchief in one hand and a threaded needle in the other. As you approach, he sets his handiwork aside and you see an elaborate goldwork pattern embroidered around the edge, the same pattern that adorns his brilliant tunic. You also notice a strange bulk beneath the thin fabric of his trouser legs that runs from hip to ankle.
The hero of the Reparu visits me at last. You must forgive the cryptic introduction, but I prefer to remain among the comforts of home.
He leans forward with a squeak of leather and a rattle of metal. You see something protruding above his boots, the bottom of a leg brace.
Ahoy there, Dario. Been a tick or two, ain't seen hide nor hair of your scurvy arse since I were on the Sorcerer.
With a deep bow, Seraphin smiles. The expression doesn't quite reach his eyes.
I have been busy, as have you and your new friend, no? Though these are modest luxuries compared to those on offer at the palace. But had I only known there was a watcher in my midst, I would have extended the invitation sooner.
Let's wait.
I have a job. One that could use a watcher's skills. There is an artifact called the Cornet of Waves, which is currently in the possession of a Juana named Takano. I would like you to liberate it for me.
Most people of your standing like to handle their acquisitions themselves.
Alas, none of my people are watchers, and you will see things they cannot. Takano is a man of many vanities, as your special gifts will no doubt reveal. His villa is on the eastern edge of Serpent's Crown, just downwind of the palace. The opportunist I first hired was too bold and found herself ejected from the district. With your unique talents, I am hoping you can avoid such complications and persuade Decano. After all, it would be best to avoid drawing the ire of our Mataru hosts. When you have the cornet, bring it to me. I will pay you well for it, and you will find my favor useful in this part of the city.
What is the Cornet of Waves?
It is an old Juana artifact, a musical instrument of sorts. Ages ago, it was part of a pair, but its companion, the Cornet of Depths, was lost when the old city sank. Both are said to carry the voice of Andra herself. I do not believe in such superstition, of course.
You don't mean valuable in the monetary sense. He coughs into his hand to hide his fluster.
I have told you all you need to know of the cornet. Now, I suggest you focus your sharp mind on retrieving it.
Sure, works for me. Gives us something to do. Go to the gullet. Let's just get out of here.
Seraphim, thought we agreed you'd stay out of my head.
I weren't in your head, lad. You think like an ogre snores. Would be a fool and a half not to make sure them thoughts ain't full up of trouble.
What do you think you're gonna find?
Nothing particular, just, anything.
So, Serpent's Crown District on the eastern side. Looks like we're gonna come in through the south, through the west. Decano is his name. Yep, Decano's here. Fast mode to speed this up. An older Mataru man stands ringed by younger Huana, apprentices or pupils it seems. His robes shimmer with quartz beading, and his perfume announces his presence from across the room. Yet beneath his finery, he looks like a fighter gone to seed, disused muscles flop from his arms, and flab pads him like so many layers of silk. He looks up and notices you.
Greetings, and welcome to my home.
He gestures to the lavish room, puffing his broad chest out a little more.
But you bring one of Helia's beloved. This indeed is an honor.
He sucks in his paunch and flashes Pelagina an enormous toothy smile. Pelagina tries to muster a smile, but her obvious discomfort twists the expression into a twitching grimace.
For what do you come to my villa?
Let's read his soul. Your essence slips from your body, and Takano's soul enfolds yours like a warm, oily thing. As his fears and questions seep into you, your perspective shifts to his. At first, you worried the savannah folk before you had been sent by the Valiant debt collectors. It would be a low trick taking advantage of your famous hospitality, but then those Valians are crafty. Perhaps if your villa were bigger, then they might know you were a man worthy of respect. At least you have the shell. You tuck it away not only for safekeeping, but also because you're a little ashamed of it. How could such a simple, ugly thing be sacred to a god? But it was a gift from the queen, and so you keep it. Your gaze strays to the wall. Yes, you must knock down that section there. Install a wide, grand window once you have the money. You retreat from Takano's soul to watch you finding him with a placid smile. I hear you have a rare Andrite artifact.
The Cornet of Waves. It is a conch shell, but very important. To receive it is the highest honor.
He nods vigorously, jiggling the loose flesh of his neck. He sounds like he's trying to convince himself more than you.
The Queen gave it to me as thanks for my years of service. I was her personal bodyguard when she was a child.
So why is this thing so special?
Because it is sacred to the goddess Andra. Everyone knows it is a privilege to have.
He clasps his interlaced fingers together, and his knuckles glowing white. He glances toward his apprentices.
Akara Takano. Everyone knows it is a sign of favor.
She snaps to. Her response is sudden and automatic, as though Takano had just given her an order. Let's see. Andra is the goddess of loss. Legends say she calls missing things to her with the music of the conch. Such artifacts are often imbued with powerful spells. Take care when handling it. Let's go with the Arcana response.
I keep it locked away, to see and not to touch, Ikara. But your words are good warning.
He glances nervously around his fine home.
Generations ago, there was a similar shell. When the old city sank, Andra's faithful gathered around that cornet and prayed for deliverance.
He leans close, a storyteller's grin spreading across his face. An ominous sing-song creeps into his voice.
But Andra is not a goddess of mercies. Instead of lifting them from the ruin, she pulled them down with the shell and said they would rise when it did.
He chuckles and leans back, clasping his hands over his generous midsection.
That is the story, anyway. Macabre, no?
So do we just ask him? I need the Cornet of Waves.
But it was a gift from the Queen. It is unusual for a man of my standing to give such a thing away.
Can we do the bluff? I shouldn't say this, but I'm on a mission from the palace. A symbol as important as the cornet would help.
Truly?
So Jody does not appreciate skullduggery. That's what I'm getting out of this, but Seraphine does.
I dearly miss palace gossip. Come, what is it about?
I tell you, but I'm sworn to secrecy. You remember what it's like.
Not to worry. I learned to keep many secrets in my years guarding the Queen. Take it, with my blessing.
He presents you with a large, lustrous conch shell. The surface is inscribed with symbols, and the tip is fitted with a silver mouthpiece. Alright, well that was pretty simple. I don't know how I feel about giving this shady character the conch, but... Can I see that thing in my inventory by chance? Yes, I can. Cornet of Waves. Not equipable, so not worth holding on to or considering holding on to. Let's just go turn this one back in. Oh, what I actually wanted to do is, let's check out characters real quick. Can I see reputations? Okay, so this is negative interactions, and this is positive interactions. Okay, takes a dim. Okay, she does not like people who lie and cheat and steal. She's still got a positive there. Jody and Ader get along. He's not been around long enough to care. I get along with Seraphine pretty well. I get along with a couple of people really well, actually. Honest, diplomatic, clever, benevolent, aggressive, stoic, shady. I'm a slightly shady character. Alright, everyone seems to get along pretty well, at least. Seraphine takes a dim view of racist actions. As should we all, Seraphine, as should we all. Life would be better that way. Straight to Dario's lair. Cloaked figures spring out of the alleys, flanking the street. Alright, time to kill some thugs. Let's do this. Oh, that's a big lad. That's a real big lad. Several figures slink toward you from the surrounding streets. Leading them is an Orlan with blood-red fur and long, sharpened nails. She sniffs the air.
I smell that Mataru Richling's perfume on you. You've got something I want. Give me the Cornet of Waves.
You must be the one Dario originally hired.
Hold on. I thought he hired some dummy that bungled everything.
Oh, I love Ader. He's so well written.
I ain't failed just yet. Not when I got you cornered.
Back off.
Not without the Cornet of Waves.
I've fought worse. You'll make easy pickings.
You think you can chase us away? Those sound like the words of a man at the end of his rope.
Well, I don't have enough intimidation. Okay, what about diplomacy? Diplomacy. Diplomacy. You're an idiot. The Cornet is just a shell.
That can't be. Why else would Dario send us for it? Besides, you're here, aren't you?
You really think he just trusts some cheap thugs with a real treasure?
Then what would he want with it?
Frame someone. Anyone with a stolen relic like that. Well, let's not do bluff. Bluff? Anyone with a stolen relic like that would be in trouble with the palace.
Then I guess you think you've saved me a mess. That it?
She pauses, her eyes darting from you to the currently empty street as she thinks. At last, she sheathes her weapon.
Fine, but I see you again and things will go differently, I promise.
Storms away. Alright, didn't have to fight them. Simplest way to get through combat is not to have to do it. I just hope I get rewarded for that. Do I actually get... See... Video game, this is where you make me question my choices in life. Because if you don't give me a clear indication that I've gained experience or that I'm going to get something out of handling that encounter that way, I'm gonna feel slightly robbed if I don't get experience where I otherwise could have killed her and her band of goons. And gotten something out of it, right? Like, I don't want to be a dick, but I also want to be rewarded for my actions. So let's see if Dario appreciates the fact that I left her alive. We'll hope he does, but if he doesn't, too bad. So sad.
What do you require?
Is this the artifact you're looking for? He examines the conch, tracing his delicate fingers over the Andrite symbols. Pleasure shines in his eyes.
And now the real work begins. You must take this to the Undercroft.
He hands the shell back to you.
Funny how they never mention the real work up front.
Yeah, really though.
Ay, Miko. It is but a jaunt. It lies just below Delver's Row. It is where goods of questionable provenance originate. Take the lift from Delver's Row, not the lift in the gullet, mind you. My associate Gwenfen will await you outside a passage in the old Juana style.
What then?
Then you explore the perils and treasures of the old city for something I see.
Yeah, so he wants both conches, but why? To lift the city? Does he think that'll actually work? That's the Andra legend?
Among the ruins is a certain mosaic.
Go on.
The shell you found will reveal it to you. Gwenfen can explain all when you find her. It is said the old city was once as grand as Serpent's Crown. Whatever treasure you find there is yours to keep.
I'm actually totally cool with this.
Take this. Consider it an advance.
Eteria attacked me after I left Takano's.
Yet you are still standing here, no? It is only a shame I did not hire you in the first place.
Well, didn't get rewarded for that one. How do I reach the Undercroft?
There is a lift in Delver's Row, next to a Netzel shop. I will see that the people who guard it do not give you trouble. Once you descend, cross the bridge. Behind the stockade is a door to, well, a very old place. You will know it when you see it.
What's going on tonight, chat?
Gwenfen will await you and the cornet there. Do whatever she asks as though the request comes from me.
Alright, fine. How do I get to Delver's Roll?
When you leave, return to the crossway and turn right. You will find a merchant stall. Behind it is the passage to Delver's Row.
I need to ask about another matter.
What do you require?
I need to speak with Mad Morena.
You can find her in the Undercroft, though I should warn you not to expect as much civility. Morena is like the rest of Alde's new bloods, coin-hungry and temperamental, with little patience for courtesy.
The Principi seem divided. Which side are you on?
Why must we speak of sides? like squabbling merchants from the republics.
Ugh, our merchants squabble. I imagine your pirates do not bother with the squabble and just put a bullet through the head of whoever displeases them.
Better to spend lead than waste words, Aimika. Once, there were no sides. Only Principi, a people united by common interest and culture. But as our fame has grown, so have our numbers. Many of these new bloods have no sense of restraint and little regard for our heritage.
He ain't blowing ballast, Cap. Don't mean there's a course to be charted back to the golden days, though.
But we need them still. The new bloods are Principi too now. And many are inventive in ways the old guard is not.
Yep, that's life. So everyone but Seraphim leveled up. Let's just deal with this now, I guess. Survival, athletics. Sweet, level 4 spells and things. Dramatically increases all defenses for a short time. Plus 20, wow. That's pretty great. Dashes across, stunned. Okay, but stunning's really solid as well. Stunning anyone caught in their path. So this is potentially a multi-stun. Lower their guard. The enemy's armor rating significantly reduced for the next attack they receive. Allows the fighter to pull allies to safety if they choose. Doing so will not harm the ally. Being able to push my allies around is also potentially really, really, really nice. I think I just want charm and charge and defense though. Those seem pretty great to have, so let's go with that. Alright, Paladin level up. You can be my intimidation factor. I don't actually need athletics or arcana or explosives, because I have that on other characters. I don't need sleight of hand either. What's low? Actually, nothing is low. Guess we'll just keep doing arcana maybe. Alright, what does the paladin get for level 4? So this is Zealous Aura. Gets us 3 auras. Oh, this must just be improved, upgraded from Zealous Endurance. Now also provides allies with a constant regenerative effect. Plus 6 health restored per round. That's pretty sweet. That just by itself. With fire attacks. Okay. What are our other abilities? Commands an ally to summon all their strength in order to temporarily ignore existing hostile effects, and also grants them the Steadfast inspiration. So this just suspends it for 3 rounds. Revive with 300 health, negative 100 health restored after 2 rounds, strong for 2 rounds. Paladins can command an unconscious ally to get back up with a large instant spike in health, while also granting the strong inspiration. However, the ally will lose half of the regained health after a short duration. Okay, that seems pretty sweet. So let's go with invalid subclass. Okay, so that I just couldn't have done anyway. That's fine. Oh, we've got good level 3 things as well, though. What's this? Eternal Devotion. After use, paladins attacks temporarily receive bonus burn damage. Nearby allies receive a smaller version of the flames effect. That could be good too. But for now, we're going with revive, and regenerative aura seems pretty sweet to me. So we'll go with these 2. Alright, this will be the fun one, because this is going to be mage level 4. Alright, choices. Spell shaping. While casting targeted area of effect spells, gain the ability to increase or decrease the size of the area at the cost or benefit of power level. Ooh. Oh, that's interesting. Word of Decay, Sign of Flame. Okay, so those are all pretty cool, but let's see what our level 4 is. Okay, so we got Wall of Flame out of our book. As we got Pull of Aora, the wizard summons a black sphere that draws all nearby characters towards it each time it pulses and reduces their stride. Alright, so we can keep things together. Mass Confusion's pretty sweet. Flame Shield as well. Concussive Missiles. Fire several missiles of pure force. I wish it told me how many. 3? Just doesn't look like a lot of damage. I don't know how great that one is. Essential Phantom. Creates a ghostly double of the caster that copies the caster's weapons and appearance. Battle Mage thing, maybe? Switches the locations of the caster and one ally, leaving a shockwave between them that stuns enemies. Also interesting. Writhing Tentacles. Summon a trio of powerful tentacles that cannot move but can inflict crush and corrode damage and immobilize anyone they hit. Okay. Anyone they hit. Does this target friendlies potentially? Does anyone in chat know? Like, how's the AI on this work? Could I potentially hold enemies in place with Ader, summon the tentacles around them, and it would not kill Ader, or do these just attack whatever's within range? If anyone in chat knows, I'd appreciate knowing that one. I won't consider that a spoiler if someone knows how that spell actually works. Minor Imprint gives the caster access to one free spell from the following target's spell list, allowing them to cast a spell of 3rd level or lower that is not currently in their grimoire an unlimited number of times. What? From the target's spell list. Oh, okay. So I have to steal this from someone. And it can be 3rd level or lower that's currently not in their grimoire. So that seems like it could be situationally really powerful. Iron Skin transmutes the caster's skin into iron, adding significantly to their armor rating. This effect lasts for up to 10 attacks. Plus 5 armor rating's crazy as well, though. That's actually nuts. That is quite literally Iron Skin. I don't know. Confusion seems good. And we're gonna go with Tentacles. And we'll just figure out if it attacks friendlies or not. Confusion always just seems powerful. Right, Jody. More religion, more alchemy. What have we got here? So we gain Circle of Protection, creates a large zone of divine shelter, granting all allies a bonus to all defenses. Plus 15, that's really sweet. Okay, level 4, things are starting to heat up. We're starting to get much better abilities this time. Shining Beacon conjures an intensely luminous beacon of light, causing enemies in the area of effect to take a penalty to all defenses and accrue burn damage over time. Triumph of the Crusades imparts to allies the fervor of righteousness in battle, granting them the strong inspiration. When any ally in the area of effect delivers a killing blow, he or she regains health. How much health? 80 health restored on a killing blow. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Strong for 10 rounds is plus 5 might. That's also pretty good. Litany for the body. Grants a single target the hardy inspiration for moderate duration. Invokes the benediction of the priest god, imbuing allies in the area of effect with accuracy and might bonuses, while enemies receive penalties to the same. That could be good too. I could see Devotions for the Faithful being good. Frightening everything. So I think I want Devotions for the Faithful and Triumph of the Crusaders here. I like the idea of being able to buff and debuff some more. Because I feel I have rounds where I don't need to heal, and attacking with her doesn't feel great. Explore the Narrows. Did he say go right? Go right? Yeah, here we go. Inspect the merchant stall. Twitch it aside and discover a secret passageway. Alright, here we go. Go through the curtain behind the merchant stall. You check the tunnel one more time to make sure no one's watching, then you slip behind the curtain and into another passageway. Dario the Lean granted me safe passage, boys. No need for this. The guards in the tunnel nod and let you through. You continue on and the rough stone changes to smooth cobbles under your feet. Wan lamplight shivers ahead, as yellow and tremulous as fear itself. Before you is a narrow cavern that writhes with shadows and echoes with the music of jingling coins. Let's enter Delver's Row. So, Mad Morena, we need to talk to here. Then we have to figure out a way into the certain old city. Or no, there's an elevator. There's a different elevator we have to take. Okay, that got Seraphin enough to level up because he's just slightly behind the others. Let's upgrade our bluff and our stealth. Alright, level 4. Mind Lance. Major pierce damage to all in the line of attack. It doesn't look major to me though. Relevant to all the others. Silent Scream. Produces a psychic howl in the foe's target area, stunning the target as well as dealing raw damage and interrupting all nearby enemies. Raw damage is pretty sweet. Hits a foe and stunning the target as well as dealing raw damage and interrupts. So it only stuns the target and interrupts the others. Let's see. Latches onto some characteristic of the target's psyche and drains it, granting the same amount of bonus to the cipher. Applies a random low-tier affliction to the enemy and a matching inspiration to the cipher. That might be kind of good. It seems sort of random. Roll of the dice, though. Pain block. Provides a mental block on pain, giving them the robust Constitution. +5 Constitution and 2 armor rating, and they regain health periodically. Okay, that seems nuts. Body attunement. The cipher probes the mind and soul of the enemy target, finding the strength of its defenses and stealing them for their own. Drains a portion of the target's armor rating, granting the same amount as a bonus to the cipher. That also seems good. Let's just get 2 of these. Let's be able to save someone, and let's be able to drain something's armor so that we can kill it. Alright, so that's that round of level ups complete. Did he say Enarats? I think he did. Where is... Meet Gwenfin in the Undercroft? Yes, this is it. Okay. The left is next to Ernezio's shop. This is not Ernezio. This is Enarat. Closer, though. We're close. And Mad Morena is the other one we're looking for. Map gives me any other indication of where we're at. Not yet. Swords and shields.
Something approaches.
I have stumbled onto some sort of meeting of the weirdos.
Ooh, have yourself a look at that, mate.
What did you discover, friend?
Be cautious. Be constant.
What did he discover? I thought it glows purple.
What do you need?
Sure.
Maybe it was this thing? Counts as stealing, though. Be nice if it told me in the chat log what he found, but...
What is this Kith creature?
The Vithrak cocks its head and focuses its many eyes on you. Its strange companions also stare at you with unnatural intensity.
Vithrak, the Skant. It is hard to believe they tolerate it, even down here.
What secrets does it bring?
You feel a gentle scratching in your head. Another voice speaks directly into your mind.
Let us see. Let us see.
Keep your other eye open, Cap. A fork probing ain't much to worry over, but I'll be a two-headed ogre if that's the only trick up them silk sleeves.
Let's see. What secrets do you want?
Any. All. You picked and puzzled at the mysteries of the natural world. Will you deny us? Yes, you came to Deadfire seeking knowledge, too.
Go ahead, I've got nothing to hide. Vithrak reaches further into your mind, plucking and picking at your memories.
A watcher, the Deerwood, the untamed wilds of the living lands. A death, a life, a wide sea, stirred by storms and pirates and... a wonderful secret.
Will you tell me a secret?
Yes. You have been generous with us.
There is a place below the slums, old, cold, and abandoned, where the city swallows those it wishes forgotten. But this place was once part of the city. So was its temple, a site holy to the goddess of distant, forgotten things.
The creature's probing psyche traces a question in your mind. Its strange companions stand perfectly still, waiting. Right, what have you got for sale? Dragon-scaled grimoire. All the fire spells you could want in one place. Death Ring. Draconic Fury. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty pumped for Meteor Shower. Let's see. Everything here is pretty expensive. Plus 2 mortification. That's a monk thing. We don't have that. Minus 2% action speed and damage to attack over 2 rounds when that... Yeah. Spindleman's Grimoire. What's he got? Stuff that's spider and mind related. That makes sense. Potion of Iris Skin, moderate healing. Rot Ward Amulet. Obsidian Lamp Figurine. This lamp seems to swallow light, showing no reflection upon its surface. It's so cold to the touch, and when held to one's ear, a quiet susurrus can be heard. The lamp is sealed with a piece of cork on which a single rune is inscribed. Summons a genie? Cool masks. Ability activated when the wearer becomes bloodied. Ring of Regeneration. 1 health restored per round. That seems not great. Pretty shitty, honestly. Okay. Creepy mind readers. Stray dog. Let's just pick it up and put it into our stash. That's what I came here to do. Rescue the animals.
Dario said you couldn't pass. Go on. Lift takes you to the Undercroft.
This is the Undercroft. Okay, cool. I'd also love to know what the hell you're supposed to do with the animals you're carrying around in your backpack. I think I have a whole zoo. I think I have 4 dogs and 2 cats or something. A deep blue, choppy watered cove spans before you, widening down a cavern that leads eventually to the open sea. Waves clap against ramshackle docks, and the breath that fills your lungs is tinged with salt. Shouts from rowdy sailors pepper the air like buckshot. The deckhands lumber across the water-beaten docks, ready and waiting, watching the waves that roil the cove. We'll creep closer. Coarse rocks grind beneath your feet, slick enough to slow your approach. You peer closer for a better view. It's then that Juana water shapers, as denoted by their robe, stride in length of the docks. Arms sweeping, lips moving, they swirl the turbulent tide into a calm, directed current. For a moment, the cove falls still and silent, as if caught in a collective bated breath. Then, slowly, a slew of black, varnished dinghies, sails lowered, row steadily into the bay. Clever. The sailors whoop, shouting a joy Shouting a jumble of bawdy greetings mixed with commands for docking and unloading the wares, the ships lurch against the wharf and are emptied of crate after crate almost immediately. The operation is efficient and quick. Oh, these are professional hustlers. With a shrill whistle, a dwarven woman emerges from the squat fort jutting from the eastern side of the cavern. Twice more she whistles before the water shapers reverse the base current and the ships are swept gently out of sight back to the sea.
It's clever, I'll give him that.
Indeed, that's exactly what I said. The pirate stares you down, hand clutching the hilt of his sword. His arm is roped with muscle and striated with bale scars.
State your business. I mean it. Spill your guts or spill your blood.
I fucking wish you would. But I'm not actually going to attack you down here. I'm looking for Gwenfin, Dario's associate.
Oh, right. That time you got here, the elf's been chewing her thumbs to nubs waiting for you.
Pirate jerks his chin towards the edge of the bay.
Across the water. Little birds flittering in the old ruins. Hurry on, else she comes to squawk at us.
Hand raking through his damp brown hair, he studies you sharply, maybe still debating if he should cut you in two. Farewell. We're not looking for fights that we don't have to take. Someone that's not deserving. Edge of the bay, edge of the bay. What do you consider the edge of the bay? I'm assuming he meant the other side. Ooh, but this is nice. Free stuff. I'm all about free stuff, chat. I guess I should also figure out crafting at some point. Seeing as I have 37 things I can make, maybe some of that's actually worth it at this point. Alright, where's the elf? Where's the elf?
I'll get it open.
What have they got in here? Boars and things. Alright, elf lady. Where the hell are you? Garbage, 2 lockpicks. Score. Pirate and a sorcerer. Well, can't get more generic than that. Walk freely, but don't go snooping around. Sure. Come on, give me a special NPC to talk to. Give me some direction on who I'm actually fucking looking for here. Captain Mad Morena. Okay, so there's one. But where's the elf? What was the elf's name? Udita? No. Gwenfin. Okay, we'll look for Gwenfin in just a minute.
Over there.
But Mad Moraine right here, so let's just do this. The captain of the Tidebreaker stands stiff back before you, looming despite her lack of height. Her hard-muscled legs spread solidly apart, and she splays thick, calloused hands over her hips. She regards you with a heavy gaze, her chin tipped high.
And who or what do we have here?
Stubby fingers grind impatiently toward the flintlock tucked into her belt.
Well, I see it. You've got 2 options. You can tell me who sent you, or I can feed you the shaft of my gun.
Morena's features are harsh, jutting. Her hair is drawn up into a large braid on top of her head. Feathers and bits of bone, teeth, and phalanges wrapped with ribbon jut from tresses that gleam like red wine in the low light. You doubt she'd follow through on her threat, or try to. Alright, I've come to assist you as a favor to Captain Aildes.
He always has the most lovely and interesting sorts vying for her attention. Suppose me and you ain't so different in that regard. Say I happen to have a fella wanting for a full shipment of crude luminous ardra, but I have no ardra to sell. Loot me no less than 3 crates, and I'll be, let's say, better inclined to do you a favor. If you're a particularly daring sort, you might snatch it from under their noses. Them Valian trading princocks have a stockpile of it in their mill in Queen's Berth. Otherwise, you could raid them in shallow waters as they ship it in.
Best make room for shipment then. Captain smiles wickedly, a mad cast darkening her features.
Well, regale me.
Punch her in the mouth. Alright, I'll be on my way. How to get yourself killed in one quick step. Alright, so that's Mad Morena dealt with. Let's find Gwynfin. I'm assuming is up here somewhere?
Watcher, I must object. Whatever plan you have to ingratiate yourself to these pirates cannot come at the cost of the company's luminous Adra mill.
Relax, I have no intention of stealing from the mill.
Good.
Which I seriously don't. I think I have 2 crates of the stuff already from just beating pirates at sea. I think that's the, well, the other way is not illegitimate, but that's the other way of getting it. Okay, here's Gwynfin.
Let's get this over with.
Oh, alright. Well, in she goes. So shall we follow.
It's darker than Andra's asshole in here.
Well said.
All yours. Dario said you know what to do.
This doesn't instill... This really doesn't instill anything in me. Any amount of hope. So, this is Cornet's Call. Chat with her? The air is warm and muggy as a drunkard's breath, yet the elf stands with their arms tightly crossed.
Dario took his time sending you. You got the key.
Even if he did, I'd know better than to announce that to a stranger.
Come on, I'm just ready to get this over with. You got it or not?
I have what you're looking for.
That looks right. See if it opens that door over there.
Why don't you do it?
I'm supervising.
I'm gonna watch her, make sure she supervises proper.
Ader winks and shuffles back and away from your position and gives you a nod of reassurance from a safe
Got
distance.
something for me?
Alright.
That looks right. See if it opens that.
Very well. Gotta put the conch in the hand. Next to the sealed door is a statue of a woman. Her placid expression has been worn smooth by centuries of wear and withering. One hand rests on her belly and the other is extended, palm open. You notice a rushing whispering sound coming from your pack. It's the cornet of waves. A sound like a gentle crashing surf is coming from the conch. Let's inspect the statue. It looks like a Wana representation of Andra. Her robes swirl and ripple like rushing waters, and her face is still and smooth as a calm sea. With one hand outstretched to you, she looks like she's waiting for something. The sound of waves grows louder and stronger. Alright, let's put the conch in. As you do, a thunderous, percussive music of a stormy sea spills out of the conch. It rises into a wordless melody that reminds you of voices heard from underwater. As the song reaches its crescendo, a deeper rumble fills the air and rattles your bones. You take the shell back as the music fades.
Stand back. Get ready for anything.
On guard?
Where's the rest?
Don't step into that room. How to die in one easy step. What exactly are you looking for?
There's an old temple of Andra. Dario said it was just past this door.
This looks like a temple to me.
The one we need is bigger, and it should have a very specific mosaic. You'll know it when you see it. I'll wait here. Come tell me when you found it.
You're scared to go yourself.
You know, the Juana send people down here to be eaten by monstrous horrors, right?
I'll see what
You
I can
take
do.
whatever you can carry out of the temple. Just report back when you found it.
Okay. I'm actually looking forward to this because this means we're probably going to get combat. Let's actually make an additional save here. I made another quick save. Let's just do another hard save. Alright. Let's do some...
There, up ahead.
Let's do some fighting. Interesting. Cave bats and a skulldrak. Paired perception. Distance to perception afflictions. Interesting.
What for, Cap?
Let's just all delay here.
Huh? What do you need?
And I'm gonna let them come to us. First, we're obviously gonna buff up. Things creeping around in the dark. There's some large creatures in here, though.
Watch me work.
Only a 64% chance to hit these.
Take him down.
Yeah, we can just do casual attacks for now. I don't want to do anything super crazy.
Missed.
Well, we stunned one, missed the other. That's fine.
Senteri, I cannot.
Let's see if these things actually want to come in and attack us. Are they blind? Oh no, they see us. We've just got a pretty good position on them right now, which is nice. Because they're not able to actually get to us and attack multiple people at once. Which is perfect.
Hey, that wasn't half bad.
Almost got one down. Should be able to finish it here. If we could land a shot, that'd help. That was pretty simple. Alright. Let's have these guys come in and stack here on Ader. Perfect. Alright, they're all funneled and stuck. Oh, shit. Okay.
What can I do you for?
Skulldrak Wing Buffet. Skulldrak. Okay, so these things do some damage. Lowering their melee accuracy and downloading their yeah, let's just debuff all of these.
What do you need?
As for you, Ader, you're just gonna hold your ground, my friend, and just attack the cave bat.
Tell me. No, I cannot do that.
So you can now attack. Okay, so you're in range. Let's have you use Second Wind. Just do another attack, I guess.
Captain.
Can't hurt. Right, let's try out some level 4 spell here and have some real fun. So we can do Wall of Flame. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That's a solid wall. Otherwise, let's just summon our tentacles. Let's move up some. Let's just summon these over here. Let's see what happens with these.
What can I do you for?
Jody's under attack again. Can actually probably just Blessed Harvest this bat. Yep, that'll do.
What do you need?
Ader can move up slightly.
Good.
Same with our paladin friend here.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
Granting a bonus against the target until combat ends or the target goes down. So this is the same thing. This is upgraded from Sworn Enemy. Alright, so Wrath of the Five Suns also gives the buff. It's good to know. Let's make sure... Actually, let's just attack for now. No need to do anything else. Some solid tentacles.
No rush, but if you have any antidotes handy, I'd be much obliged.
Right, so you're poisoned? Is that it? Envenomed bite. Yep, you were definitely poisoned. Let's just drop some bounding missiles. Pretty good. So the tentacles don't seem to do a lot of damage, but they do act as a target that the enemy AI will take on, so that's nice. It also seems to be able to immobilize them, so it seems like it still could be a pretty good ability. Well, we missed that one. That's unfortunate. Let's just cast this again.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying. May I be a
You're not slowly dying. Shut up, Vader. You're fine. You're absolutely fine, mate.
Ahoy.
Let's take control of this thing. Right, that's a 94% chance. Yeah, these aren't that strong. They've got 2 skulls, but we're handling them just fine. I do wish they did a little more damage, but it does immobilize, so I guess that's the point of this thing.
Happy to oblige.
Can I drop this on the one in the back? I can. 51 damage. Not bad, not bad.
I'll be cleaving it to a brisket.
Oh, we missed that one, but that's okay. That's worn off. Let's just necrotic lance this one.
Not to alarm you, but I'm slowly dying of
You
poison.
are not dying over here. Quit bitching. Done both of them. Nicely done. Solid job there, Raider.
I am ready.
Death to the... It is no use. I cannot get through.
Happy to oblige.
Alright, one more. No uses left on that one.
That would be a no.
I can't get around. That's annoying. Probably just do regular attacks here. Should be fine. There, it should skip its turn because it's stunned, right?
I am ready.
Well, we can't be 100% sure because the necrotic lance just finished it off.
Yeah?
Which is also fine. We still didn't rest. Shit. We really probably should have rested while we had the chance.
Happy to oblige.
But for right now, I guess we'll just keep going and hope that we are okay. Mural depicts 2 conches rising from the waves. Okay. Oh, do I want to go back up and rest now? That's the real question here. I'll probably be fine. I'm not going to worry about it. He said shortly before dying.
What can I do you for?
Pestilent Rotgast. Okay, well, that's interesting. Hello, excuse you. This is my turn. Why are you still moving? Interesting. So let's just delay on... Actually, do we want to delay? Well, enemies receive penalties to the same, so we want to get everyone in this. So we have a Wraith, which is immune to Constitution afflictions. It's Veil touched. Chat, is there a way to open like a more detailed inspection list here? Like, what the hell does Veil Touch mean? Is there a command to actually open it? Or get more shift? Shift bounces the UI around, but doesn't give me any additional info, so that doesn't help. That was my first guess. I guess we'll just end our turn here. For you, amigo, kind of want to see what this thing does. But maybe we'll just fire off some magic missiles at this thing first.
Yeah?
Okay, so it has a decent amount of health. Okay, there's actually a lot of stuff down here. Or up here, rather. So we're gonna back up and we're just gonna stand here and hold our ground. Same for you, delayed turn. Let's have everything move into us. And we'll do our usual strategy of choke points and hit them from there. Whoa, what? No shit. Abduction, huh? Well, that slightly changes this. Okay, so that's actually super frustrating. You're gonna be my buddy. You gonna beat this thing to death. Jody, I feel like I have to get near Ader, or at least around, in a position to help at the very least. Can't cast at this distance. I can't hit her. Hit that. Can't do this. Can't do that. Let's bless these two. That'll at least be pretty good. Alright, yeah, so stun does make you miss your whole turn. I guess it's fine. Alright, so you two are blessed.
I'll be slicing her stem to stern.
Yeah.
78%, we missed our chance. Way up with this guy. Let's put some tentacles down. It seems worthwhile to me. The Wraith is no joke, so let's try and get out of here and back to the team.
May I be a candle in the night.
Okay, at least we're grouped again. Hopefully it doesn't just do abduction back to back.
Yeah.
Alright, tentacles should help. Just do Triumph of the Crusaders in a bit. Do we want to just wait, maybe? Actually, let's just stack and kill this thing. Applying immunity to poison and disease. So what's a necrotic lance against this? An 82%. These are 100 though. Kind of just want to kill this thing though. Expose weaknesses. Just do an expose weakness on both of these.
What for, Cap?
Okay, we're gonna speed combat up here slightly.
What can I do you for?
Glad that it just puked all over those things and not my party.
Let's reach this whirlwind.
What else can we do? Throw a pretty big fireball in that direction, but I don't know that that's actually worth doing yet. Should just actually fire off some missiles at this thing.
Yeah?
This is Ader once again. Ader's just gonna move in and help with this thing as well. Inspiring Triumph. What was that about? Is that my allied AoE per kill? Right, we heal per kill on AoEs, that's right.
Only takes a finger to blow her
Now
away.
I guess we just start to wait for everything else to close in. This Wraith is probably the next target. Alright, so ethereal or physical attacks aren't doing that much against it, which I guess makes sense. Sickening anyone, that seems unlikely. Let's just delay for now with her. This seems like a good cast. We can try with physical damage on Ader. Well, I at least applied the mark. We're gonna charm this one again. This thing's almost dead.
What can I do you for?
Oh, that thing's getting ready to explode. Let's hope the explosion's not super large. I guess we'll find that out, though. 37's pretty good. That thing hits pretty damn hard. But I should be blessed. I do have Watchful Presence, so...
Happy to oblige.
Alright, yeah, that's fine. Let's just kill the Wraith. One less thing I have to worry about.
Yeah.
Throw a Necrotic Lance at this thing.
What do you need?
Ader, you're gonna rush and stun that one. Does this not do damage? No, it just stuns for one round. Hate that you can't follow that up with an attack. Feels bad. Okay.
What for, Cap?
You were gonna back up my friend? Oh no, what is that? What is that? I don't want to fight that.
Yeah. Time to separate the chaff.
Let's do a level 1 missiles at this thing.
Yeah?
I am ready.
Thing has a lot of health. I don't like that it's preparing to do something. Can I seize control of this before it does it whatever it's gonna do? I don't think I can.
I'm good and stuck. Yeah.
Mobilized. Alright, that's fine. Really? Come on, Blessed Harvest. What are you doing, man?
I'll be chopping you to chum.
We have one more level 3 spell here. I don't think we're going to use it just yet.
Hey.
Can I charge? I can actually just knock this thing out. I think that's what we're going to just do. There's no way for me to attack at a distance, is there? Nope, she is 100% melee focused.
What can I do you for?
Okay, so it did a minor attack when it died instead of activating its own suicide, but that's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not worried about this thing.
No. Yeah. Let's reap this whirlwind.
Yeah.
Good.
Everyone auto attack until it dies.
What can I do you for?
Hey, leave it to me.
Right, well that was simple enough. Okay, Wraiths abduct. That's worth knowing. That was very unexpected and rather spooky. A bunch of dead bodies.
Supposing we could blow it up.
Seraphin's got lockpicks. Pulse of Visage. Alright.
I've got it.
Gravings. Honors the life of a hero of old. So that looks like I can travel deeper into the old city. Cannot venture forth while in combat. Oh, because I hit the trap. Oh, chat, it's getting so late. I may have to call this session soon. I think I streamed something like 6 hours total today or something. 6 or 7, maybe. Let's just see if we can get through one more fight. Hopefully the next one's a big fun one to do.
Keep it down.
Looks like there's stairs here. Ooh, okay, interesting. What do we have here?
Look.
Rabid corpse eaters.
Whoa, look.
How many rabid corpse eaters? A mad harvester and a flesh monstrosity. A sigil of darkness. Alright, chat. We're gonna just try this. I think this may be the end of the run for the night, but we're gonna have a little fun as we do this. We're gonna, say good morning, I think. With a really big fireball.
Yeah.
Well, we hit them. We did next to nothing. The Sigil of Darkness, I'm assuming, is
Let's reap this whirlwind.
a dangerous enemy.
What do you need? Well, we stunned two things, I guess.
for, Cap?
You know, I would just love it if you worked for me. That would just be spectacular. Can I do like, how do I, can I rotate this? Right click, spin around. No, it's just always in a wall like this. Character can run. So that would just slow everything. We don't really care about slowing everything. Man, we didn't really get a really solid damage attack this time. I guess let's just try and... No, we're only doing 25% to this with that. Ooh, 130 with Corrode, but these things are really resistant to it. Oh, joy. Let's just confuse these three in case the other one misses and see what happens. Ooh, what was that? Sigil of Darkness. Curse of Darkness. We were cursed somewhere. -5 accuracy. Okay, so that's all that does, so maybe that's not actually that threatening. I think I can probably deal with that thing. How much armor and health does that damn thing have? Hit. Please finish your cast. Right, dazed, confused. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Hey, guess what? You also work for me now.
Yeah?
You are now my #1 enemy, Mr. Mad Harvester. I am running the fuck away from here. Oh, 55, man. Oh, I can at least hit them with this. Guess that's what I'll do. Oh, Chad, I don't know about this one. This may have been a poor choice. She is never going to be able to get out of here, so let's just use her to tank these three. Oh, they cleave as well. Well, that's good to know. Solid miss. Love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. Hey, you and your Sigil of Darkness can fuck right off. Thank you very much. 50%, but may have killed him if it went off, so it was probably worth the gamble. Okay, charm effects are working out really well. No, don't you dare. You fucker. Oh, I can't believe she managed to make that walk. And she double crit. Is this individual rolls? The game just shit on us, chat. I think that's what just happened. Are they individual rolls? Let's see. She rolled a 100. She rolled a nat 100. And then a nat 95. Wow. So it's separate rolls. She crit us back to back. That doesn't tell you to get fucked. I don't know what does, really.
Only takes a fucking to blow her away.
Now what the fuck do we do? I think we lay down and die. I think that's what's about to come our way.
What do you need?
I think this is the end of it, chat. But, to be fair, we were kind of expecting the end of it. Okay, we're going to use Vigorous Defense here. And then we are going to Penetrating Strike this thing.
I am ready.
Trying to kill that thing. Let's... Oh, we can pick him up. Sweet. We have the revive spell. Okay, okay. Not all is lost. Not all is lost. She's not engaged on me either because she's confused, so I can still get out. We're going to do a Necrotic Lance. 66% just seems to suck. I want something better than a 66% chance, but I guess I'm just going to take it on him. Right, Jody, you have to save... Oh, what's the best way to do this? I could actually just do Holy Radiance. I think that's actually just what we go with here. Everyone kind of needs a bit of help there. Right, sweet. We actually hit him with that. That might kill him.
Hey.
Let's just hit this. Okay. Now hopefully he will die. You need to lay of hands yourself. And actually just use Second Wind. I should have actually... Oh, well, it didn't pop her to full, so we didn't overheal at all, so that's fine. That was worth it then. You, my friend, do indeed need to take control of another one, because I do not want someone else getting another cast. Okay, we killed the master. We've charmed that one. Holy shit, she crit again. We are sustaining a lot of injuries here, chat. There's a lot of scary injuries.
I'd be cleaving it to brisket.
And we missed. Double miss. Not good. Let's leave the flesh monstrosity with Ader for now. I think he can handle that. Let's try and get these guys out of the way.
We're dropping like flies.
Oh. Oh, right. Shit. The heal, the resurrection is temporary. If they gain a 4th injury, they will die. Heal injuries by using food or drink or while resting. Yeah, okay. This looks a whole lot more bleak than it did earlier. 36% chance. That's just not worth, but I don't know what else to... We just have to try it. Nope. Does Curse of Darkness stack as well? Oh shit, Curse of Darkness stacks. Okay, well that's something we've learned.
I'm on it.
Well, that's definitely something we have learned. Yeah, I think this is it, chat. I think we're gonna get punched to death here and now.
Happy to oblige.
In fact, I'm pretty damn confident that's exactly what's about to happen. Let's empower ourselves, and let's charge this guy. I only managed to stun one of them.
Be blowing a man down.
I actually really wanted to swing my axe at him instead of running in like that.
Shody's done for.
Here it comes. Oh, Saint's armor. Do it. Get back in there. It's annoying that when it's Saint's armor, it doesn't select him for you again.
Captain.
Only
takes a
fuck it. We're so dead anyway. We are very, very, very dead. Okay, so Sigil of Darkness or Curse of Darkness that's cast by the Sigil stacks. So that's worth knowing. So you need to either be out of range of that, because it seemed to do an AoE and it doesn't actually seem to move.
I see a soul in the darkness. One ready for reaping.
Back the hell up. So we basically need to not get hit by that, or we need to deal with the Sigil, but I think we just have to move away from it because it's got really high armor values. So yeah, probably just fight outside of it. Get things to come towards me. Maybe use something like Ader's pull ability to pull the Master of Darkness in. But I think we are going to figure that one out next time, because it's almost 2 a.m. for me and I've streamed for a solid like 7 hours today. Thank you everyone for tuning in. It was fun hanging out and getting deeper into Deadfire. I will probably be around tomorrow. My wife's got to work for a bit and I don't have much else going on, so I may stream again. But cheers, thanks for tuning in.